Together, me and you, we'll share life's journey. Together, we'll make it through. I will teach you right from wrong, be your friend all life long. We'll learn life's lessons. Together, me and you. In this life, we must lean on each other. There's so much good things we all can do together. We'll read a book, tell a story, share a poem, take a journey, only me and you.
I wanna be like you, I wanna be like you. I wanna say what you say and do what you do like you. I wanna be like you, I wanna be like you. I wanna say what you say and do what you do like you.
My name is Emily Wade. I live in the Mountain View area of Belmopan, very beautiful area where you can see the hills and you get a lot of cool breeze on hot days. I have come to tell you a very exciting story about a person who loves the things that I love. He loves to plant and see things grow. And I do the same thing. I plant because I love to see things grow. I have a lot of pretty plants, roses and different kinds of flowers. And I enjoy that. And the story I have come to tell you is about Mas Bill and the Lost Treasure. Story time! Once upon a time, in a village called Carmelita in the Orange Walk district, there lived a farmer named Mas Bill. He and his wife, Mahati, had 6 children: Judy, 13, Rosie, 12, Becky, 10, Andy, 9, Joey, 7, and little 4-year-old Randy. They lived in a comfortable 3-bedroom wood and wattle house which had a thatched roof. Mas Bill worked very hard to take care of his large family. He wanted his children to have a better life than he did. So he made sure all his children attended the only government school in the village. Every morning, Mas Bill woke up at 4 a.m. Would you like to wake up at 4 a.m. in the morning? No. Well, that's when Mas Bill woke up at 4 a.m. to get ready to go to his farm. Mahati got up early too, and she prepared his coffee and lunch for him to take to the farm. He got his gun, machete, rake, and lunch bag. As he set off, Mas Bill would kiss and wave goodbye to Mahati. He headed off along the Picado to his plantation, which was a few miles away, whistling his favorite song. And I know you have heard this song before. Can't walk down my plantation, can't walk there at all. Can't walk down my plantation, can't walk there at all. Penguin juke me, mosquito bite me, can't walk there at all. Penguin juke me, mosquito bite me, can't walk there at all. Mas Bill enjoyed his farm life. Even though farm work was hard work, Mas Bill thought it was worth it because every evening he returned with fresh vegetables, fruits, and a chicken. Last week, he brought a gibnut he had caught in the forest. These Mahati prepared in the tastiest of dishes, so the family was always well fed. Every evening, Mas Bill shared with his children of the wonderful things to see and do on the farm. He wished that on weekends the children would at least join him, but the children would refuse. They would complain about the long walk through the Picado, or they were afraid afraid of getting mosquito bites, or that they wanted to play video games. And there was always the backup excuse of too much homework. On Saturday morning, Mas Bill would try to encourage his oldest children to go along with him. Junie, get up, son. Let's go with me to the farm. There's a lot to do and see. Junie would just brush him off and mumble, not now, next time, Dad. He then tried to wake up Rosie. Rosie, wake up. Let's go to the farm with me today. You will love feeding the chickens. Don't you want to learn to milk the cow? Rosie, wake up. All Rosie did was roll over to the other side of the bed and snore even louder. Well, maybe next week, Mahati told him. Next week, maybe they will go. Next week, maybe. Disappointed, Mas Bill set off for the farm. But his favorite little song would always cheer him up as he went on his way. What was the song he sang? Can't walk down my plantation, can't walk there at all. Can't walk down my plantation, can't walk there at all. Penguin juke me, mosquito bite me, can't walk there at all. Penguin juke me, mosquito bite me, can't walk there at all. When he reached the farm, he unpacked his breakfast and ate before he set off to do his work. All day he worked, cutting grass, pulling weeds, and tending his garden, which was full of fruits and vegetables. Mas Bill grew tomatoes, potatoes, plantain, banana, carrots, melons, pumpkin, all kind of vegetables and fruits. There were lots of animals on the farm as well. There were cattle, laying hens, sheep, even a few turkeys. There was also a creek at the back of Mas Bill property, and he couldn't help but think that his children would really enjoy an afternoon swim in the cool water. Suddenly, Mas Bill decided that this would be his last Saturday alone at the farm. This Saturday was going to be different, and Mas Bill couldn't help but count the days down to Saturday. On Friday night, just after supper, Mas Bill pulled out a strange piece of brown paper and started tracing a pattern on it with his finger. Randy was the first one to notice this. In fact, he had been noticing his dad taking out this piece of paper every night for the entire week. He climbed into his daddy's lap and started looking at the piece of paper. Rosie soon came up to the table and looked over her father's shoulder. Dad, what you got there? Mas Bill looked up and said, have a look. What does it look like to you? Well, it looks like a map, Rosie said. But why you have a map? Oh, well, it's been in the family for many, many years. My great-great-great-great-grandpa drew it. By now, all the other children were eagerly looking over Mas Bill's shoulder, trying to see the map. But it's a map of what? And for what? Junie asked, as he eyed the paper suspiciously. Well, it's a map of the farm. Our family has always had the same farmland. But I don't know what the map shows. See, there is a big X at the bottom, like if something is buried there. Junie looked closer and saw the huge X between two things that looked like trees. Well, if your great grandpa drew this map, then it is no good because the trees are dead long time. Like you would have known, Junie. You had never gone to the farm. Rosie had been looking at the trail on the map and wondering what could have been buried there. What you did try, say Rosie? You no gone to the farm yet? All right, children, calm down. Mahati had walked up to the little bunch, and as she looked at the faces, she said, I guess if you no want know if anything there, you no have to go to the farm. The children looked at each other and then back at their father. Mas Bill was quiet, and finally he said, well, if you want to see if anything is buried on the farm, I can take you to the spot and show you the 2 trees. All the children became excited about the trip to the farm and scrambled to get to bed. Junie imagined how funny it would be to see Rosie and Becky trying to walk in the bush, and Rosie and Becky imagined how much they would enjoy teasing Junie when they dug up the treasure first. Finally, morning came, and Mas Bill didn't even have to wake anyone. They all got up as early as their dad and were soon suited up in the long pants, long sleeve shirt to fend off the flies, backpacks with snacks, and extra clothes just in case. For the very first time, Mas Bill and 5 of his children set off to the farm. As the children started through the Picado Trail, they could feel the mosquitoes bumping into their faces and hands. But they soon forgot about the mosquitoes because Mas Bill began to sing his favorite song. What was his favorite song? Can't walk down my plantation, can't walk there at all. Can't walk down my plantation, can't walk there at all. Penguin, mosquito, can't go there at all. Penguin, mosquito, can't go there at all. Once on the farm, the children couldn't believe their eyes. They were amazed to see the long rows of fruit trees, the vegetables and cattle that were there. After a quick breakfast, the children were ready to begin their adventure. Mas Bill told the children he would have to do some work before he could take them to the spot. But if they wanted, they could explore the farm. At first, the children just sat watching their dad work. But as time began to drag on, they asked, when will you be finished? Mas Bill said, well, the corn still need plucking, and those orange trees are laden yet. The carrot garden needs weeding, and the animals need feeding. The children then decided to help doing those tasks so that they could get to the map faster. The children worked diligently until lunchtime, when they sat to the delicious meal Mahati had packed for them. Mas Bill shared with his children that the day's task was almost done and needed to check on the animals before they could take out the map. Lunch was over and everyone decided to give Dad a hand. But after that, they all ended up swimming in the creek, climbing trees, eating fruits, and enjoying the afternoon breeze. Mas Bill looked down at the ground and realized that the shadows were growing longer. It was time to go home while there was still light. He turned to the children who were still splashing around and called them by name. Junie, Rosie, Randy, Becky, And Andy, I have some bad news. The children look at him wondering what could have happened. It's getting late and we need to go home before it gets too dark. If we don't hurry, it will be easy for you to get lost in the bush. I don't think we will have time to follow the map. Junie was the first one to speak up. That's okay, Dad. We will just have to come back with you next week. Mas Bill looked at the smiling faces of his children and he knew that they had had a wonderful day. Oh, and Dad, Junie said, we figured out that there is no treasure map. But we are glad you got us to come to the farm with you anyway. The following Saturday, Mas Bill was sound asleep. He was awakened by his children shaking him and telling him it was time to get up. As Mas Bill glanced over at the clock, he saw that it was 3 a.m., an entire hour before wake-up time. The children were anxious to go to the farm. No complaints, no fuss. Mas Bill was very pleased. Mahati was happy too. The end. Did you enjoy the story? Great story, true?
I wanna be like you. I wanna be like you. I wanna say what you say.
No.
Do what you do.
There are some questions. Do you enjoy answering questions after a good, lovely story like this?
Yeah.
Great. All right. First question. How many children did Mahati and Mas Bill have?
6.
6. Next question. Why did Mas Bill want to take his children to the farm?
Because he thought it would be good so they can enjoy a good afternoon swimming at the creek.
All right. Very good. Why did the children finally decide to go to the farm?
Because their father was showing them a map and there was an X and he said that there was maybe treasure buried under there.
Next question. What did the children do at the farm?
They helped their father with the chores on the farm, climbed trees, and swam in the creek.
Next question. What would you have done if you were on the farm?
Help the father and they play in the creek, climb the trees.
You'd have helped your dad. Very good.
I would help my dad with the chores.
Okay, that's a bright idea. What are some activities you can do outside with your parents?
Play with your parents and enjoy the cool breeze.
I love to see parents playing with their children. What lessons did you learn?
To not complain.
To not complain to your father if he tells you that to go with him.
Very good.